Good afternoon, this is Rocco Polino from Software Solutions Group, and now I would like to take a look at what happens after we make a visit to one of our contacts that we had a meeting scheduled for. How do we log that outreach activity back to the CRM database? And then what kind of reporting can we get as a result of that? Well, here you can see I had a meeting scheduled with a contact. It's on my Outlook appointment calendar. And what I want to do now is capture the information that took place during the meeting. Now, the Outlook appointment form really doesn't give me much. It gives me a big text box that I could type my notes into. It might be useful if I have a lot of time to read, but it's not real helpful in terms of capturing or reporting on information. But instead, what we do allow is to hit, if you see the button, View in CRM, and what that's going to do is bring up the appointment record, activity record for CRM. And you'll notice here that it provides a lot more detail. And again, I'll remind you that what you see here can be completely altered to provide it, to make it more tailored to your organization. So some of the information that we can capture, first of all, is who did I meet with? Now, I met with Mickey Mouse, but we might want to know from our outreach folks, what type of contact did you meet with? Was it an office manager? Was it an owner? Was it a director, a physician? You know, who did you meet with? The next is what type of an interaction was it? Was it a conference, a committee meeting, a hallway? Did you just bump into them in the hall? Was it an office visit? You can give us different categories that we would fill in. Now, if you do want to track expenses incurred, we do provide a place where you can capture categories, amounts, and descriptions. Next, we give you an area to check off the topics that were discussed at the meeting. Now, in a hospital visit, it might be the service lines. In your organization, it might be the different service types that you offer to your customers. And by checking off a particular category, when we save this record, it will fill in the topics discussed, which would be used in the report. Notice the words came up here. We know the date, time, and person. Finally, we could fill out a description of met and discussed our new element service. And then if there are any follow-ups, send contract for review and follow-up. So I can leave my notes here. Now, when I save this record, it's saved to the database, and we can now provide reports on activities by rep, activities by topic discussed, meetings by who we met with. In other words, how many different of this type of visit did you have this past month or quarter? CRM also allows us to set goals. So if someone has a goal of making 30 outreach visits a month, CRM will log each time you actually do visit or log an interaction, and it will then update your dashboard as to how you're doing relative to your goal. Okay, so that's just how easy it is to capture activities and interactions for outreach and for reporting.